Hi, my unique queens. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, but we are going to start off with these boots that I got from my local thrift store. They are Michael Kors. I got them for just $6, you guys. So excited. And I got these because of the slouch in them and the thick heel. To go along with your boots, you're going to need some scissors, some very great sharp scissors, some glue, and a lot of glue sticks. And you're going to need this silver rhinestone mesh fabric. I got this from Amazon. It is a ribbon fabric. A lot of people use it to accent things for like weddings and different things like that. It's 10 yards and it was only $11, you guys. How awesome is this? I've also seen it on some other sites. So what you're going to do, make sure your glue gun is nice and hot, and you want to follow the seam lines of your boots. Of course, every boot are different, not unless you have these same exact boots, but all boots have at least one seam line. So you want to make sure you follow your seam line and start at the top. This DIY is pretty easy, but you definitely have to take your time so they will not look like you did them yourself. So all I'm doing is following all the seam lines that I have here, and I'm making sure that there's no buckling of my fabric, and I'm getting burned a little bit, but it's okay, it's okay. All in the DIY spirit of things, okay? So all you're gonna do is take your time. Like I said, follow the seam lines here. Make sure you put a nice amount of glue in each space so there's no buckling. And you want to make sure that none of your fabric is showing. One key thing in this DIY is to make sure that you have a fabric shoe. I'm not sure how leather would work, but I know this suede texture is working really, really great on adhering the ribbon to the boots. There's not much more to explain right here at this part, so I would like to tell you guys what took me so long to do this DIY. I wanted to make sure that I had a boot that fit and slouched just like the boots that Rihanna wore, but I didn't necessarily want a thigh-high boot that I'm going to have to crunch down, and I also wanted my heel to be nice and chunky to mimic that same style. So it took me a minute for that. I knew what I was going to use to cover them, but just finding the right boot was super, super important to me. But of course, if you have a pair of boots that you no longer wear in your closet, then go ahead and cover them. Okay, now we're to the part that I feel like is the most important. And what you want to do is make sure you start right at the back of behind the heel, and you're going to line up your stones. I've been lining my stones up from the beginning, so that way it looks like it's a clear-cut line of stones going straight down your shoe. Once you get to the front part of your boot where your toe is, every shoe is different, so definitely follow the pattern the best you can. I am covering my heel, so as you can see that piece of fabric, that's why I said it was very important that this part start in the back, so that way you can cover the heel and wrap it around, and also cover the platform of your boot. If you don't have a platform of your boot, I'm not sure how this will work, because I know the platform of my boot is rubber and it is sticking much better than it is on the fabric. It's sticking on the fabric, don't get me wrong, but it is definitely sticking much better on the rubber, which is going to help me secure this ribbon fabric to the shoe. Now I'm just going to continue to work my way around this shoe. Every shoe is definitely different, but this is the part where I would definitely pay more attention to and take my time in covering, because I believe that it will show more if you don't take your time doing it. Now, right here at the end, all I'm going to do is cover any gaps or imperfections with the pieces that I trimmed off, and then I'm just going to continue to trim off pieces around the bottom of the shoe. If you have pointed tip scissors, this works really, really good for getting in those tight areas. If not, a razor blade will work really good as well. But this is it, my Saint Laurent dupe DIY shoes. I love them, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, you guys, be unique. See you next week.